Hey, it's Jang here with a look at the LEGO Friends Heartlake Cupcake Cafe for 2016. I love the look of this thing from the outside, and I especially appreciate the contrast between that really light blue color and the pink. I feel like those go together really well. Very nice display over there in the corner with the turntable double layer of cupcakes inside of there. We'll see that a little bit more closely once we go inside. This thing has texture on the outside with these gazebo pieces that were used, like you see there in the center. Lots of clear used, a very nice sign that's just kind of sitting in the middle of a bunch of clear bricks. This sign here on the outside has good texture to it. You know, just nice little different shapes and feelings for surfaces. Also down at the base of this, or around the entire baseline, it has these textured brick style or mortar style bricks or masonry style bricks. On the outside it has a very nice little area with vines growing up around the sides and lots of archways and just lots of curvature. Again, nice shaping. It's a really comfortable and just very natural looking, kind of Mediterranean looking area to just sit there. You can just imagine there being a really nice view through that opening. Also, again, with more textures used in here, these little things I call flourish bricks that just add a little bit of kind of a top of a Greek or Roman column kind of feeling to the thing. Just, it definitely has a lot of that Mediterranean kind of area feel to it, but modern colors, and yeah, it just looks very inviting and very calming. On the inside, to one side, there's just a small lounge area there with a small table, so you can actually sit there if you want. And then that display of cupcakes is kind of the highlight, or one of the major highlights of the set. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh man, it would be so nice if that could actually turn around. Well, this up here is connected, so you can make it turn around. That's so great. I just wish there was a tiny little motor that could be placed into that so it could just turn on its own, or even something that was spring-loaded. But this is great because it allows you to display all of those, and it just looks, it's perfect. There are so many different options, you know, different types of things that they built there using just small, simple pieces, and it all looks very believable. Over on this side, look at this little icing dispenser, a couple different coffee mugs, and this is a coffee machine back here, or a press perhaps. Got a little bin there for some fruit toppings and such. This is just a sticker back here on the back. That's not, it doesn't really do that much. This is a mixer right here, and you can actually open that up, so you can put a little bit of, you know, like a stud or two of things in there, and then just imagine that being mixed up. That's a pretty nice little build. The checkout register here has a small display underneath and a phone off to the side. And there you can see the underside of the display. So you can just put a couple things down there. And this is a printed cash register piece, which was introduced, I think, last year. It's a nice looking piece though. There's the other side, which has a small display there in that window, and that's the way to get out to the lounge area outside. And then there's this refrigerator, which also does a good job of displaying items when they're in storage, or if you got a big order that has been placed and you need to store some things overnight, then you've got this, which can open up, and there are 3 shelves in there that can all accommodate more cupcakes, and you can put lots of stuff in there, and it lets light in so you can very easily see what's inside, but it is just a little bit tinted, so it's not completely bright in there. But you can see that they use transparent pieces on 3 sides, so that's actually pretty nicely done, and like I said, it really does carry a lot. The only thing I didn't like about this set at first was how much open space it has inside of it, but as soon as you put a figure or 2 in there, you see that it's really not that much wasted space at all, and it's enough room to just have multiple figures in there at the same time, and it makes it feel a lot more alive. And there's plenty of room to move your hands around, so you don't have to worry about taking off major assemblies. Like this actually is able to come off as one if you want, but you don't have to remove things just to place figures in and to move, you know, to to pick up cupcakes or to pick up displays and move things around and actually interact with the whole set. Left to right here is Naomi, Stephanie, and an unnamed cat, who I'm going to assume is the pet of either Naomi or one of the co-owners, or just the owner of the cafe. They don't really say who specifically owns that. That's entirely up to your imagination. Nice hairpiece for Naomi, nice torso print as well, you know, very appropriate for the food service industry, I'd say. And there's just a look at them from the rest of the sides. And that's it for these in this set. The sign and menu board is just a sticker on top of a modified tile piece, and it just has a single slope piece on the back to help hold it up. And then you get one of these Vespa style scooters, which will act as a delivery vehicle, and it comes with a helmet for safety, and it just has a couple stickers on the sides as logos for the cafe. What can I say? The Lego Friends line just keeps doing it right again and again and again. They keep doing more really beautiful designs, nice color schemes, good accessibility to everything, where they really make it available for play. They really consider getting your hands in there and putting the figures around there. Just everything about this is nice. I specifically looked for things to dislike here, and I just didn't find any. So that's it for my thoughts on this one. Please share your thoughts in a comment, and I'll talk to you again very soon.